Hey, what's going on, everybody? I go by the name ShotofADRENALIN. Thank you so much for tapping back in with the channel. Today we got to talk about something that's as crazy as it sounds. Every bit of it. Somebody shot up Riri's crib. Now, reports say a woman by the name of Rihanna Ortiz was arrested after allegedly firing shots at Rihanna's Beverly Hills home, all while her and her family were inside. And one round in particular actually penetrated the wall. That's not celebrity drama. That's a whole reminder that celebrity or not, famous or not, it does not cancel out you being a human. Now, that's the part people get twisted. Music is emotional by design. The whole point of it is to make you feel more seen and less alone. You hear somebody's album during a heartbreak, when you're at the gym, when you're in your glow-up season, and you feel connected. Cool. That part is a fact. That's real. But emotional connection does not mean personal access. Just because somebody helped you survive something, like for me, it was Kid Cudi, but that doesn't give me like first class seat in his living room. Solidarity is not the same as personal entitlement. Celebrity or not, people deserve privacy and room to exist without being hunted by somebody with some half-baked emotions about them. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of trippy seeing this news attached to somebody like Rihanna, R&B pop superstar. No, usually when we hear music and gun violence, it's attached to hip hop. Gun violence around rap gets treated like it's somehow expected, which is sick within its own right. But this situation reminds people that fame itself comes with madness, not just rap fame, but fame. Pop life has its own demons, its own stalker energy, and its own dark side. And history has shown that to us before. Now, one of the most tragic examples of this is the murder of Selena back in 1995 by a woman named Yolanda Saldivar, who was the president of her fan club. Someone who got too close, crossed too many lines, and turned access into something deadly. God bless the dead. And hey, let's talk about the internet piece, because this is where things get a little bit slippery. Prior to the shooting, reports say that Ivana was posting disturbing content online aimed at Rihanna. Again, no one's publicly finalized any details as far as motive, so we got to be careful and not act like we know every detail. But this is exactly the gray area that makes modern celebrity so freaking weird. Because when somebody's online spiraling about you and people just brush it off like, oh, they're trolling, they're just crazy, sometimes those crazy thoughts turn into crazy actions. Not always, but enough times to make it matter. And no, you can't just call the cops anytime someone does something strange online. That's just not how life works. But we do need to stop acting like obsession is harmless just because it starts with a screen. Nah, sometimes these people are not joking. They're rehearsing. Moral of the story? Stay safe, bro. For artists, this is a reminder that success brings visibility and that can come with risk. So you can have your cameras, your gate security protocol, all that, and still be one unstable person away from utter disaster. So yeah, have your security on point, tighten access, because it's one thing for somebody to curse you out in the comments, but it's a whole different level when someone is throwing bullets through the walls where you and your family should be feeling safe. And for fans, come on, man. Love the music, all right? Buy the tickets. Fan out when you see them. But do not confuse access with a relationship, all right? That ain't fandom. That's foolishness, all right? And somebody will get hurt. So, with that being said, I go by the name ShotofADRENALIN. Y'all be safe, protect your peace and all that, and I will catch y'all soon. Take action. Thank you so much for tapping in on this video. If you're interested in learning more about the music or the creative talks that we have on this channel, please feel free to subscribe right here on YouTube. And of course, you can follow me on all socials at ShotofADRENALIN. Take action.